guys, welcome back to the channel. If you watched the last video when we took delivery on the black Trackhawk, I told you that I have another car coming in, and here it is. This is a 2020 Dodge Charger Daytona Widebody, and they only made 501 of these back in 2020. They only made it for 1 year, and this one here is number 151. Has a black and blue trim, the blue trim on the dash, the blue trim on the shifter, the doors. This thing is really cool. I didn't see all this in the pictures until it came in. Bought it out of Pennsylvania last week from Copart as a no start, no crank. It was not a run and drive. Came in, we forked it off the trailer, and I found that it had a blown fuse for the PCM. I don't know if you see that. But as soon as I replaced that fuse, put a new battery in it, and it cranked right up. So we got pretty lucky on this one too. I've been taking chances, man. I bought the same deal on that. I bought it as a no start. Came in and needed some wire work, and that was it. But low miles. Now the outside, this car was plastic dipped black at one point. As you can see, there's still some remains on there. And whoever took it off, screwed this thing up bad. So the doors, they went through the paint. I got to repaint these doors on the passenger side. Now if I paint the doors, I got to repaint the fender and the quarter to make it match. Now check this out. On the quarters on the Daytona, it's supposed to say Daytona, as you can see. They took off the sticker and they cleared over that. So now I got to repaint the quarter. I got to sand this down and then put the stickers back on, the decals. There's also supposed to be a decal that goes here. And on this side's completely gone. But I'm gonna put those back on, make them original. This side has a damage on the doors. I'm pretty sure I can fix this door on the driver's side. That way I don't have to get rid of that tag. I like to keep it original. So I'll fix this door. I got to replace this one, paint it from the inside and out, and then most likely paint the side on this one too. The front bumper has some damage on the bottom. This one was an initial theft and recovery, so I didn't expect it to have damage. I didn't see the damage on the doors in the pictures, but the bumper has some damage on it too, so we'll get that repainted. And that's pretty much it. It's missing the sight shield on the bottom. They had it in the trunk, but it was damaged, so I just tossed it out. But yeah, no airbags, no frame. I got this for a pretty good deal, honestly. I think there's gonna be some room for profit. We'll open up the trunk. But I'm surprised that this one didn't have the light up airbag, unless the light doesn't work. But since I'm doing these now, I might as well do a blue light up just so it can match the rest of the trim. I think it'll look pretty cool in there. But the SRT pages, this one has a 717, not the 797 like the red eyes do. Someone smoked the hell out of this thing. Smoked like straight, you know what. Let's look inside the trunk. Sometimes you get lucky, like how I did on that one, and you find some stuff in there. Does have the Harman Kardon sound system. It basically has every option but the roof, and not all Daytonas come with the sunroof. Even the floor mats have the black and blue stitching. Now I took this off when it came in because the fuse box was out of place. Come on. The fuse box was like popped up and it was sitting right here. So I reinstalled the fuse box and I put the cover back on it, put a new battery in it, and that's how I got it to start. So they even have some plastic dip in there. That's what they use to change the color. Now obviously when they steal these, they want to be as secretive as possible, so they plastic dip the whole thing black. That's even the wheels. Now the wheels on the Daytona are supposed to be this color. Now this one has some curb rash on it, but they plastic dipped it. These black. They even did the lug nuts, so most likely they did these on the car. The calipers are supposed to be white. They plastic dipped those, so I gotta clean that up and bring it back to original. So basically by the time I'm done with it, it's gonna look exactly like how it used to. I'm not sure if this is factory. If it is, then we'll keep it the way it is. If not, then we'll remove it. Nothing underneath the hood. Sounds pretty good. I did this because I thought there's something wrong with the PCM, so I took the cover off. But all those parts are right here. All these clips. There's one more. Because I thought the PCM was shot when it wasn't getting any communication. I put my scanner on it and it was saying that the PCM was not responding. Okay. Now this will pop up right in there. That's it. This was a fuse that was blown. The third one. I didn't have the same exact one, but it was a 10 amp, so I just threw it in there. And once I did that, the PCM turned on, and that's how the car started. But that's it for this one. We're gonna start working on it. I gotta take off these 2 front tires on both sides because they're flat. Put some new tires in there. Take off the wrap on the plastic dip on the wheels, and then start doing the body work. I do have a door at the shop, so I don't gotta worry about that, but we'll get this thing towed out of here tomorrow and get it back to running condition. Now I did end up getting the harness for the Trackhawk. In the last video, I noticed that somebody commented that the connector was still in there. So I looked in there, and I popped it off. So what I did was I bought the harness for this, and it's actually the whole thing. It has the mirror switches, the plugs, the plug for this, and it goes all the way to the passenger side or the driver's side A-pillar, and it plugs into the dash. But instead of doing that, I'm just gonna leave me some room on this. I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna splice into it, and then this will pop right in there. That's where we'll plug in, and then that light for the lane assist should turn off, which is right. Doesn't want to come on now. That one right there. So once I fix up this harness, there's only 6 wires to this, so it's not that hard. I'm gonna splice into it, solder it, tape it back up, and then I'll plug it in, and then we should have it fixed once I do that. So I'm gonna do that now, and I'll show you guys how it looks once I'm done, and then I'll put these covers back on, and then I'll tell you guys the details on this one, and if you're interested in buying it. All right, got them all wired up, put some solder on there. Now we should be good to go. I'm not gonna put the covers on yet. I want to test to make sure it's good. Let's start it up. Looks like that did it. We are all set. So now I'm gonna put these covers back on. This one goes in first, and this one snaps in after. And I'll show you how it looks once I do that. All right, that was it. That was an easy fix on this one. They had 2 different wires that they changed up, so I kind of had to look at the schematics real quick and make sure I wired that right. But no more lights. The lane assist should work now, which is right here. Yep, lane sense on, lane sense off. So the information on this one real quick. This is a 2020 Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Has 35,000 miles. This one does have the panoramic roof. Has basically every single option. It got the Harman card in. Only thing it does not have is the red seat belts and the full-size spare. But this one here is going for a 79.5. Clean title, still under manufacturer warranty. Not a total loss on the Carfax, which I think is a steal, because same ones with maybe around the same miles are going for like 90-ish, and I looked them up yesterday. So if you're interested in buying this one, you're gonna text only 313-445-2008, and I'll put it here in the description somewhere so you can see it. And if you guys are interested in buying it, if you're financing it through your bank, it shouldn't be a problem, because they'll write the check out to the dealership that this car is registered under, and then it shouldn't be an issue. But if you're doing cash, of course, that's gonna be the easiest way to do this. But it's a very clean truck, no accidents. The way you've seen it is the way I bought it. The only thing was literally that I had to do to it. I am going to do an oil change on it, give it a fresh oil change. I'm going to clean it up, all this residue, take a Dearborn hand wash and take care of it. And once I'm done with this one, we'll talk about the information on that too. I like doing this. I mean, honestly, a lot of people started asking for it because they want to buy a car from me, and this is the right way to do things. So as you can see, I don't really buy like hits unless I get them for a super steal or they have low miles or whatever. Most of the time I like dealing with this kind of thing because they're not really that hard to fix. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Let me give you one more look around on the Daytona. Man, those seats are beautiful. The black and blue seats. The floor mats are in the trunk. I already showed you guys that. But once this one's done, it's gonna look real good. I'm not sure if I can find the paint coat for these wheels, have them redone, because I know that rear one is curved up pretty bad, so I want to have it refinished. Viper's still here. It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold, so I don't want to be driving it now. But that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Text that number if you guys have any questions or if you guys are interested in buying the Trackhawk or eventually Daytona. The Daytona, I don't have it priced out yet because I'm not sure what I want to sell it for. I know these things are super hard to find, but this will also be for sale eventually. But if you guys are interested in it, in buying it before it's ready, now you can text that same number and get some details on that. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button, and I'll see you back on the next one.